Welcome to building your developer workbench. In this foundation module, you'll learn everything you need to know to get started in this course. Now, before you write a single line of Python code, your development environment must be configured and verified. A poorly configured setup causes more frustration than any Python syntax error you will encounter all semester. 4 components need to be installed, configured, and verified. Visual Studio Code, or VS Code, as your code editor. Zush, spelled Z-S-H, terminal, as your command interface. Python 3 as the execution engine, and Git as the version control tracker. This module walks you through every step, every verification command, and every common failure mode. The deliverable is 2 screenshots providing everything works. A strong environment prevents downstream bugs. And this slide explains exactly why the setup phase deserves careful attention. The architecture on this slide shows how the 4 tools connect. Visual Studio Code is the control center, where you write your code. The Zush terminal is the communicator. It accepts your commands and passes them to the operating system. Python 3 is the execution engine. It interprets and runs your .py files. Git is the version tracker. It records every change you make and connects your work to GitHub. Professional developers spend real time configuring their environment. A poorly configured setup causes more frustration than any Python syntax error you will make this semester. Invest the time now. Every minute you spend on setup is recovered tenfold and reduce the friction throughout the course. The operating system rules of engagement define 2 separate setup paths. Follow only the lane that matches your OS, or your operating system, for the subsequent steps. Mac. Terminal is the native terminal app. Shell default is Zush since Mac OS Catalina. This installs the package installer files from the web, Python, and Xcode-select for Git. For Windows, you need WSL, which is the Windows subsystem for Linux. It is mandatory for this course. Do not use the command line prompt or PowerShell for this course. The Windows terminal for this course is the WSL Linux terminal. This installs the apt package manager inside the Linux terminal. Identify your OS tracker now. If you're on the Windows machine and you haven't set up WSL yet, complete that prerequisite before continuing. Attempting the Mac setup steps on Windows or vice versa will produce errors that are very difficult to diagnose. Zush is the shell, the translator that converts your typed commands into instructions the operating system can execute. The grammar design on the right shows how it works. We have an input command, enters the Zush cell, which translates it to the operating system, which executes it and runs output. The verification callout at the bottom shows how to identify which shell you're running. The % symbol, or the mod symbol in your prompt, means Zush is running. Every command goes here. The $ symbol means bash, which is a different shell. If you see a $, switch to Zush by using the CHSH space -S $ parentheses which Zush in parentheses. In this course, we're going to be assuming that you use Zush throughout. All examples, all commands, all troubleshooting is written for the Zush environment. If your prompt shows the $ instead of the modulo or the %, switch before proceeding. Visual Studio Code requires 3 extensions to perform a full Python development environment. The editor alone is just a text editor without them. Extension 1, this is Python by Microsoft. This enables syntax highlighting, linting, and the run button. This is essential extension. Without it, Visual Studio Code has no Python awareness. Extension 2 is PyLance. This enables type checking and intelligent autocomplete. Specifically, this reduces typos and name errors by suggesting variable names and function signatures. The extension 3 is GitLens. This is optional. This enables inline git blame and history views directly in the editor. This shows who changed each line and when. The shell command at the bottom is essential. Install code command in path. This allows you to type code with whatever file name.py in the terminal to instantly open the file in Visual Studio Code. Without this, you must manually navigate to files through the GUI. Python 3 is the execution engine, and the version trap on this slide is one of the most common environment errors in the course. Installation. On the Mac, download the python.org version 3.11 or higher. For WSL, use sudo apt install python 3. The version trap is the critical warning. Always execute scripts using Python 3 with the script name.py. Never use Python with the script name.py on many systems. This command of Python is hardwired to the obsolete Python 2, which is depreciated and entirely unsupported. Python 2 syntax is incompatible with Python 3 code. Running Python 2 on Python 3 scripts produces cryptic errors that look like syntax problems but are actually version mismatches. Python 3, always with the number 3, make this the reflex before the first assignment. Git is the version tracker. Every assignment in this course is submitted via GitHub or Git. So Git must be installed and configured with your identity before you begin. Installation on Mac, make sure to have installed xcode-select --install. This should install Git alongside xcode command and the command line tools. For WSL, use sudo apt install git. After installation, commands your global identity with 2 commands. Git space configure space -- global user.name and then your username. And git space configure space -- global user.email and your school email. Git uses this identity for every commit message. Your commits on GitHub will show your name and email. Use the same email address for both your Git configure and your GitHub account. If they don't match, your commits won't be attributed to your GitHub profile, and your contribution graph on GitHub won't record your work. The digital physical space is your workspace on disk, and organizing it correctly from the start prevents the wrong directory errors that account for most submission problems. For our target structure, here we'll have the ~/ISM3232 as the course root in your home directory. Inside, module 0.1 _ setup / as the current workspace. hello _ ISM3232.py as your assignment file. Module 0.2 navigation is a future workspace folder you can create now. The rule at the bottom, every module gets its own dedicated subfolder. Keep your workspace perfectly structured. This mirrors professional project organization, ensures that Python 3 hello _ ISM3232.py runs from the correct directory. When your script says no such file or directory, the root cause is almost always being in the wrong folder. Structure prevents this. The grammar of the terminal is the mental model that makes every command line interaction comprehensible. 3 parts, always in the same order. The anatomy of Python 3 space filename.py. The command Python 3, the program you are waking up, is the engine. Space is the crucial separator between the command and the argument. The argument is the filename.py. This specific target or instructions are handling to the program. From now on, run scripts by calling the engine Python3 followed by the file you want to process. Always run from the same directory as the file. Python3 space hello underscore ism3232.py works when your terminal's current directory contains hello underscore ism3232.py. If it doesn't, you'll get no such file or directory. And the fix is always to navigate with cd to the correct directory first. System Diagnostics Deliverable 1 is a 6-command verification battery. Run all 6 in one terminal session and screenshot the complete output. The 6 commands and what they verify. Python 3 -- version checks the engine, and command not found means Python is missing or not in the path. Get -- version checks the tracker. Command not found means Git is not installed. Echo $ of shell, this checks the shell output, and it checks /bin /zhush. Code space -- version checks the editor. If missing, install the code command in the path via the VS Code command palette. Zhush space -- version checks the terminal. If missing, install Zhush. pwd checks the path, verifying the current directory. Run all 6 commands in one terminal window. Screenshot the output showing all 6 commands and their responses. This is assignment 1, deliverable 1. Every line must produce the output without errors. System ignition is your first ISM3232 script. Print 4 statements that verify the complete chain from editor to execution engine works end to end. The script here is intentionally simple. Print hello ISM3232. Print environment confirmed. Print Zhush is running. Print ready for module 2. Navigate to your home directory ISM3232 module 1 _ setup directory. Type the script manually. Do not paste it. Typing builds muscle memory and ensures you notice any syntax requirements. Save with Command S or Control S. Run the Python 3 hello _ ism3232.py. If all 4 lines print the terminal without errors, your execution engine is verified. The correct output matches exactly. Hello ISM3232 environment configured. Zhush is running, ready for module 2. Deliverable 2 confirms the complete integration environment in action. VS Code wrote the instructions, the terminal delivered the command, Python executed it and returned the output. The screenshot shows all 3 components working in the same session. VS Code on the left with the hello._ism.py file visible. The terminal on the right shows the Python 3 hello _ism3232.py command and its 4-line output. The Python snake logo confirming Python executed the script. Git confirming version tracking is active. Screenshot this successful 4-line output. This is deliverable 2 for the assignment 1. In the next module, you're going to have and talk about Zhush navigation. pwd, ls, cd, mkdir, your workbench is ready. The next step is to learn to navigate, create, and manage files from the terminal without ever leaving the command line.